Hello everyone, this is Huafang Li. In this short video, I'm going to discuss one of the most important literatures in nonprofit research. That's Andrew Carnegie's The Gospel of Wealth. Now we want to understand what's the problem Carnegie tried to solve and what's his main argument about the issue and what were his suggestions to solve the problem. So back then, the major problem facing Carnegie is that he noticed in the United States there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor. Right? So you want to shrink the gap, or in Carnegie's mind, how can he be useful to help the poor? So his main argument would be, okay, you possibly can give your money, your wealth to children. But then what would happen, right? You possibly will spoil them and possibly harming the society in a way. Or you can support the public sector, which means you somehow give money, not directly maybe to the government, but because you already pay the tax, etc., right? But you can support some of the government programs so that you can help the poor. Or you can give to charity. Right, so the charity can create different programs to help the poor. So what are some of the ways if you want to donate money to charity? Because previously we mentioned 3 ways: give to children, support the government, and give to charity. So Carnegie felt that there will be issues related to giving to children, supporting the public sector. So he decided to give his money to charity, establish his own charitable foundation. So there are many best ways to give to charity. Right? You can establish colleges, universities. You can create libraries. You can help hospitals, medical colleges, laboratories, and other institutions, right? So that can increase the health condition of human beings. Or you can support public parks, or you can say you are going to support city halls, create city halls for suitable meetings of all kinds, especially for concerts of elevating music, right? So that's why you see so many Carnegie musical halls nowadays, and swimming buses. So this is the historical, right? Nowadays, almost you don't really need a bus in the public sphere, especially for the swimming. No, just not the swimming pools. Maybe that's necessary, right? Many communities also have their own swimming pools, etc., and also support the churches. Now, these are the things that Carnegie think, okay, that will help people, because I will talk about later. That's related to his giving philosophy. Nowadays, we should thank Carnegie. Because of him, you have so many colleges and universities established, and you have free access to public libraries and to parks, hospitals, enjoy music in the concert hall, and you have churches, of course, right? And so what was Carnegie's philosophy on philanthropy? Now, the most important thing I think is that's because of the religious tradition, right? As you can possibly read from the title, "The Gospel of Wealth," is that Carnegie viewed that to make money is of course one of the duty to in response to God's call, but spending the money is also a duty of the man of wealth that's in response to the higher calling. Okay, so especially after doing so, to consider all surplus revenues which come to him, to a human, simply as trust funds which he is called upon to administer, and strictly bounded as a matter of duty to administer in the manner which in his judgment is the best calculated to produce the most beneficial results for the community. Right? So his philosophy is rather a distinction between charity and philanthropy. Now we view these as different types of giving. So for charity, it intends to meet current individual human being or alleviate current human suffering. Right? So examples like feeding homeless, aiding victims of natural disaster, etc. Right? Or emotionally driven and often impulsive, especially you have so many disasters in the United States, not to mention human-caused 9/11 disaster, right? And because it's targeted shortcoming, it's impulsive, so very little strategic dimensions involved in charity. However, for philanthropy, it tends to be more rational and long-term investment in infrastructure of society. For instance, to alleviate poverty, right? You need to understand it, understand the roots of these social problems like poverty. So philanthropists tend to invest in social change in the long term and measure results in the form of effective programs and service, right? So, but just to be clear, it doesn't mean philanthropy is any better than charity. It just means they are different ways of giving, right? So for charity, short-term, current, and for philanthropy, it's long-term. And for charity, most likely it's impulsive, emotionally driven, very little strategic management and planning. While for philanthropy, it's more rational, targeting long-term, and have strategic thinking when planning giving. All right, so we know the recent examples like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and the billionaires pledge, and most recently and notably that Mackenzie Scott's amazing giving to different noble causes, right? But we also have a recent study by Dr. Tyrone Freeman talking about the gospel of giving, draw lessons from Madam C.J. Walker. The main argument is, okay, ordinary people can also give their time, skills, knowledge, and even a little bit amount of money to help the society to be a better place. So we label this as the gospel of giving. All right, I hope you enjoy this short video. Thank you very much.